guys, it's Kina, and today I am back with another League of Legends video. We are going to be continuing getting to know the champions, and I know I started off my last video with me about to check out Echo's character, but somebody pointed out that since Arcane Season 2 is coming out pretty soon, I should probably hold off on that because, I don't know, there might be potential spoilers and I don't want to, risk that. So we're going to be looking at Heartsteel instead today. Me looking at Heartsteel members was supposed to be in part 3 actually, but it's going to be switched around. I'm pretty excited for this. I am aware of who Heartsteel is. Let's just get right into this. So I am going to be looking at this page first, and then we'll get into like their official character pages from the League of Legends website. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to check this one out because with a lot of my K-pop groups, we obviously use this page to check out K-pop groups and their members and stuff. So I kind of wanted to treat this like I'm actually looking at a boy group, a real boy group. Heartsteel is a virtual K-pop boy group under Riot Games. So the members are Ezreal, Kayn, Aphelios, Yone, and Cassante, and Sett. The group debuted October 23rd, 2023. Oh wow, it's actually quite a long time ago. They debuted with Paranoia, which I actually watched. I know the song. I just did not react to it because it was during a time where I kind of got burnt out doing League of Legends stuff. I just checked it out on my own time. Oh, we have a fandom name. Okay. Heartbeats. That's cute. I'm a heartbeat. Okay. So we have Sett. He's the co-leader. So who's the leader? Oh, I guess there's like 2 leaders. Okay, so we have Sett. He's the rapper. Oh, he's the founder and co-leader of Heartsteel. Okay. Prior to his foundation of Heartsteel, he was dropped from his first label? Why was he dropped? Okay, interesting fact. So he's voiced by Ozi, which I do not know how to pronounce. Ozzy? I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Ooh, he designed the group outfits for Paranoia. Interesting. His hat was knit by his mother. His weakness is cute dogs. He's allergic to sleeves. Yeah. His bag includes headphones, sewing kit. That is actually so cute. Headband, dumbbells. The contrast. I love it. He's so cute. His chore is taking out the trash. He's an ESTP. Interesting. So next we have Cassante, and I don't know if I'm butchering his name, but the K and the apostrophe is making me think it's pronounced that way. So he's also a co-leader. He's voiced by Toby, which I know of. It's been a very long time since a weekend. It's been a very long time in a week. He helps shape the band's vision as the creative director of Heartsteel. His lyricism inspiration draws into R&B and hip-hop. Cassante claims he can bench press Sett. Ew, I would love to see that. Ooh, he gives great relationship advice. He should give me advice. Bag includes gloves, glasses, keys, perfume, iPad, and book. He's me. He's literally me. He used to be in a duo. And his chore is grocery shopping. He's an ENFJ. He's also an extrovert. Now we have Ezreal. Am I pronouncing his name right? Alright, he is a vocalist. Obviously, I know he's voiced by Bacon. And honestly, Bacon's voice really fits his face. He rose to stardom through a bubblegum pop hit. You're giving me all these like background facts and I want to know more. Tell me more. His phone is always out of storage. He's me. He's me. His favorite accessory is sunglasses. He likes to eat Smarties. I haven't ate a Smartie in a long time. He's also an extrovert. There's a lot of extroverts. Next we have Kayn. Why does he have a birthday and everybody else does not? Rast, his onstage alter ego, depicts a more rebellious wildcard streak. More rebellious than how he looks like now? He looks pretty hardcore to me. Before joining Heartsteel, he was kicked out. Bro, you're giving me all these facts. I need to know more. What? You just can't give me these facts like that and then not expand. He's voiced by Cal Scrubby. I'm not really familiar with who that is. He and Aphelios are the only instrumentalists in the group. He likes to wear rings. Me too. I'm not wearing any of mine right now, but he's also another extrovert. And then we have Yone. Alright, Yone, obviously I'm familiar with. I've seen his cinematics and stuff. So he's a producer and a DJ. Similar to Yasuo. Oh, that reminds me. Yasuo might be in this video. Just because I feel like I can't check out Yone without checking out Yasuo. Yasuo might be in this as well at the end. So, and like his brother, he's a DJ too. So that's pretty cool. He's Heartsteel's DJ and producer. He is a self-proclaimed band mom. This is like an actual group. I need like an anime of this group. He was once a producer for international pop hits, but grew delusional then with the idea of success in the music industry. What are these facts, bro? He carries a transparent backpack. Aphelios suggested that he join Heartsteel. Interesting. He's an introvert. He's like me, but I'm an INTP. And last but not least, we have Aphelios. He's very pretty. Aphelios is the composer and creative backbone of Heartsteel. It is said that he lost his ability to sing. Oh, okay, so instrumentalist basically is those who play instruments? He is a prankster of the group. Interesting. His twin sister, Alune, is the band's manager and helps him with the arrangement of instruments? Is Alune like another character? Let me just check this out. Ooh, she is. Okay, interesting. He is very quiet among the group, yet pursues a musical perfection guild for the group. Okay, he's also another introvert. Okay, this was fun. I just find the random facts really funny though. I need more context on like why Sett was dropped from his first label, you know, and then also who was kicked out. Was it Kayn? Yeah, I want to know what Kayn did before joining Heartsteel. I want to know why he was kicked out, you know, what did he do to to make him get kicked out. But okay, so before we get to their official character profiles, we can check out some videos. I've already watched the music video, but I figure we might as well just listen to the song. And I got a bunch of like, oh, actually first we should, oh, but hold on. We should do this first. I don't know what the hell this is. It just says meet the band. So we're gonna meet the band. And sorry if it lags a bit. I don't know what's wrong with my OBS right now. Let's get to this. Oh, okay. We've gone through the K-pop profiles, but okay. October 30th, but says it's the 31st. Okay. One-hit wonder, or is he? Okay, we have Sett. He's just, honestly, he's a big puppy. That's what he is. The art is amazing though. Okay. That's cute that they also have like their what do you call that? Like their character. Are these like their characters? Yeah, their character logos, whatever you want to call it. I just can't believe this was almost a year ago. All right, let's check out the music video. Oh. They did not have to open up with his abs like that. We're gonna run it back. Now, obviously, I've already watched this, but it's good to refresh your memory, you know? Oh. It's very attractive. Like, you cannot tell me Bacon's voice does not suit him. Like, a rock star. There's just so many things happening in this music video. They did not have to make them look so good. Ooh, hold on. Look at that. Ooh, look at this. I need more of this. This is a really cute, cool music video. And it's a really good song. Look at him! Yeah! He's so sassy. You know, actually, just like an actual boy group, I think by the end of this, maybe I'll pick a bias. It's a good song. There is the bloopers as well that we can check out. It's pretty short.
It's my turn! I'm gonna tell Yone! Best 2 out of 3? Get in, loser!
Aphelios and Ezreal are they're such pretty boys. They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
Best 2 out of 3? Get in, loser! One more time. When it fell. No.
I like how you have like Aphelios and is it Aphelios or Aphelios? I'm not sure, but I like how you have him and Sett paired up together, kinda, and then you also have what was it, Ezreal and Kayn paired up together as well. It's pretty cute.
don't play chicken with the very expensive vehicles.
They're so cute. Like, let's move on to looking at their actual profiles. I took some of your guys' feedback from last video, and I do have some stuff that we can look at. I made like a playlist. I picked some stuff. I don't know if it's, you know, something you guys want to see, but it was stuff that I could find, and I'll do that for each character. And some of you also recommended like Necrit videos for their biographies and their lore. And what I'm gonna do is probably gonna like just take a look at how long each of their, you know, biographies are, and if they're not too long, I'll probably read them. But if they are quite long, I will check out Necrit's like video on them, just so that I can have like some sort of like variation, you know, to how I like consume their story. Yeah, let's check this out. So first we have Aphelios. He's gorgeous. Aphelios, the weapon of the faithful. Our faith is proven faked each time we deny it. By Alune. Am I pronouncing her name right? Alune. Let's check out his biography. Okay, it's not too long, so we can just read this. The moon looms over the towering slopes of Mount Targon, distant yet impossibly close. Born during a rare lunar convergence, when the physical moon was eclipsed by its reflection in the spirit realm, Aphelios and his twin sister Yone were celebrated as children of destiny by those of Targon's lunary faith. Mirroring the celestial event that heralded their birth, the two children knew they had been marked by fate. Aphelios physically gifted like the moon of stone, and Yone magically like its spiritual reflection. Zealously devout, they grew up within a faith of mystery, reflection, and discovery, and embraced darkness not just out of belief, but as the only thing that could keep them safe. The Solari who ruled Targon considered the Lunari heretics, driving them into hiding until most forget the Lunari even existed. The Lunari were left to the shadows, dwelling in temples and caves far from the Solaris' sight. The pressure to be exemplary weighed heavily upon Aphelios. He practiced tirelessly with mystical moonstone blades, spilling his own blood in training so he could spill that of others to protect the faith. Intense and vulnerable, he bonded deeply with his sister in lieu of any other friendships. While Aphelios was sent on increasingly dangerous missions to protect the Lunari. Am I pronouncing that right? Lunari. Yone trained separately as a seer. In time, her tasks required her to leave the temple where they were raised. Without Yone, Aphelios' faith wavered. Desperate for purpose, he undertook a ceremonial journey into darkness where Lunari were said to discover their paths, their orbits. He followed the moon's light to a pool where rare noctum flowers bloomed beneath the water's surface. Though poisonous, the flowers could be distilled into a liquid that opened him to the night's power. Drinking the noctum's essence, Aphelios felt so much pain that it numbed him to everything else. Soon after, an ancient temple, the Maris Omegnum, began to come into phase from the spirit realm for the first time in centuries. Lunari from across the mountain gathered, emerging from hiding to witness the balance of power shift as celestial cycles in the heavens turned. The fortress accepted only one occupant gifted in magic each time it appeared. This time it would be Yone. Aphelios, usually asking for nothing, requested to attend the event. But as the fortress passed through the veil in a luminous display of magic, a harsher radiance filled the night. Somehow the Lunari had been discovered even as the celestial cycles turned in their favor. An army of Solari descended upon them. Even Aphelios was beaten, his moonstone blades shattered on the ground, blood spilling from his lips as he reached for the noctum. But as the battle raged, Yone traveled deeper into the temple, and when she reached its heart, her full potential unlocked. Through the noctum, Aphelios could feel Yone's power embrace him, and he could hear her voice. With a whisper, she pushed magic into his hands, a replacement for his blades solidifying into moonstone. Like the moon of stone and its spiritual reflection, Aphelios' skill and Yone's magic converged. Those Solari would not live to see the sun again. As her power flared, Elune pushed the temple and herself within, back into the spirit realm where it would remain safe from the Solari. From inside, amplified by the temple's focusing power, Elune was able to project her magic anywhere, so long as it found a focus, like the poison coursing through Aphelios' veins. Only now did they understand their destiny. Aphelios would hollow himself out with pain, but would become a conduit for the moon's power. Elune would live alone, isolated in her fortress, but she would guide her brother, able to see through his eyes. That's kind of sad. Like, why? Together, they would be the weapon the Lunari needed, bound by pain and sacrifice. Only apart could they be together. That is so... Why? Come on. That's sad. Their souls brushing across the veil, distant yet impossibly close, converging into something they could not understand. Protect the survivors of the attack who retreated back into the shadows of the mountain. Aphelios' training as an assassin has been given reach by Elune's magic. His blades now an arsenal of mystical weapons, perfected by Elune over the course of many missions together. Now that the power balance of Targon is shifting, and the Solari know the Lunari still endure, Aphelios and Elune are needed more than ever. This is interesting. This is very mysterious, you know? Because unlike the first video, obviously I knew of the characters and stuff, I knew their backstory with our Kayn. So going into that was, I was aware and I kind of knew what I was getting into, you know? But with this is like, this is a world I do not know. This is a mysterious world. You know, obviously I have yet to get into the regions and stuff, so, but just hearing about the Solari, the Lunari, it's very interesting. It's definitely making me curious, you know, to learn more about the world. His region is Targon, and like I said in my last video, for these short stories, I think I will check them out in like a separate video. So, is that all that he has? Alright, I had to like search up his game info because they didn't have it on that website. Now I understand this art after reading his biography. That's pretty sad, you know, that they have to be separated like this. I guess they're still kind of together, you know, they're just not physically together. Oh, that's Elune. Nice. I feel like I've seen this art. I just never noticed her there. That's pretty cool. I do have some videos that we can probably check out as well. So let's do that. I want to know what his voice sounds like, so let's hear it.
Aphelios, I hear you.
Aphelios, not Aphelios. Oops, I've been saying your name wrong, love. I'm sorry.
I know what you sacrifice. It always starts with pain. We can only do this together, Aphelios.
Wait. He lost his voice though, right? He lost his voice, right? We gotta... Okay. The comments are killing me. So does he actually not speak? I gotta double confirm this, guys. Okay, so he can speak. It's just that because he's like in such immense pain, he just doesn't, you know? But do let me know. I just find it so funny how I was like, oh, I kind of want to know what he sounds like. And I totally forgot that he doesn't talk. Diana is the one with Leona, right? She's pretty cool. This is like the game stuff. But I mean, you can hear him speak. I mean, not speak, but like grunt in this. That's so cool. Like the music in the background. You know, although he doesn't speak, hearing stuff like this, you know, is enough. So, guys, I updated my Chrome and I freaking lost all the videos that I put into the playlist because I updated my Chrome. So now I have to go back and find the videos that I wanted to check out. So I will continue this tomorrow, but for you guys, it's just gonna be the next second. So, okay, guys, it's been a few days since me losing my playlist, and now I have my stuff saved in an actual playlist. So, if I accidentally quit the page, it's all good. We're just gonna continue off with Aphelios videos. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Yo. What the hell? This is cool.
So many weapons, Aphelios. The deadliest is your faith.
Okay. Knowing his story, you know, and everything, and who Alun is, it's pretty cool, no? And I really love the weapons. Like, what the hell? This is so cool. Like, what? Like, that shit is so cool. Next video. This one is his theme. Okay. The vibe. Ooh. This is a vibe. Let me look up the lyrics, actually. I mean, they have the lyrics down there, but... This theme is so good. What the hell? I really do like how the lyrics are very much, you know, representing his story. It's pretty cool. I loved this. This was such a good theme. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm just like, the vibe is so, it fits perfectly. I don't know the instrument you'd call it. Like, what do they use? Like this. What is this instrument? Like the really low sounding one. Okay, that was entertaining. Let's move on to Ezreal. I think honestly, he looks different to his Heartsteel counterpart. Also, maybe because he just looks like a white guy in this. Ooh, we have some like related champions here. Cassidian, Lux, and Rek'Sai. Ooh, okay, interesting. Ooh, he's also from Piltover. He also resides in Piltover. Okay, let's check out his biography. Is it long? Okay, it's not too long. It's fine. Born and raised in a wealthy neighborhood of Piltover, Ezreal was always a curious child. His parents were renowned archaeologists, so he became used to their long absences from the family home. He was often left in the care of his uncle, the esteemed Professor Lemaire. The professor did not enjoy having to wrangle such a rash and unruly child, and assigned the strictest tutors to teach him subjects including advanced cartography, hextech mechanics, and the ancient histories of Runeterra. But the boy had a knack for simply absorbing information and found studying a waste of time. Oh, he's that type of person. He passed assessments easily with little or no preparation, infuriating his uncle and giving himself more time to roam the university grounds. He even practiced lockpicking, sneaking into the teacher's office and rearranging their belongings for his own amusement. He's a bit of a naughty one, innit? Whenever Ezreal's parents returned to Piltover, his father in particular would tell him all they had seen and their plans for future expeditions. None more ambitious and secretive than the search for the lost tomb of Nezuk, a Shuriman tyrant who was said to be able to jump instantly from one place to another. Oh, okay, so this is very interesting. A Shuriman tyrant who was said to be able to jump instantly from one place to another. I had a question about Jace in Arcane as to the man who gave him the crystal. I don't know, because you see, I still have yet to get into the regions and who all these people and what people in all these regions can do and stuff. But I say it's interesting because to be able to jump from one place to another, that sounds a lot like the crystal and what it can do, right? That's interesting. If Ezreal's father could learn whatever sorcery Nezuk had possessed, he joked that wherever he was traveling, he would simply drop into Piltover for dinner with his son each night. As the boy grew older, the time between his parents' visits grew longer until one year, they did not return at all. Professor Lemire tearfully admitted that they had most likely perished somewhere out in the desert. But Ezreal could not accept that. They had been too careful in their preparations. They must be out there, somewhere. Abandoning his reluctant studies, the budding explorer would strike out on his own. He knew if he was ever to find his mother and father, he had to start with the final resting place of Nezuk. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering his name. He spent weeks secretly gathering supplies from the university, celestial diagrams, translations of runic sigils, guides on the burial rites of Shurima, and a pair of protective goggles. Leaving a note of farewell for his uncle, he snuck onto a supply ship bound for Nashrame. I'm getting a lot of new locations here. For many months, he delved into cavernous ruins beneath the shifting sands, relishing the freedom of the unknown, facing unspeakable horrors that guarded hidden chambers. With each step, Ezreal imagined himself following his parents' path, drawing ever closer to solving the mystery of their disappearance. Finally, he managed what they evidently had not. Beneath the newer mausoleum of some unnamed emperor, he uncovered the tomb of Nezuk. The great sarcophagus lay empty, save for a gleaming bronze gauntlet. As soon as Ezreal laid his hands upon it, this tomb itself seemed to turn upon him. With cunningly wrought traps and wards laid down thousands of years ago, with scarcely a thought, he donned the gauntlet and blasted his way through, even teleporting the last 100 yards back to the hidden entrance before the whole structure collapsed in a plume of sand and masonry dust. Ezreal looked down at the gauntlet as it hummed along with his heartbeat. He could feel it siphoning and amplifying his own essence. This, he realized, was a fearsome weapon of a previous age, a weapon fit for a god warrior of Shurima, and the perfect tool for an explorer. Soon after returning to Piltover, Ezreal had found himself bounding from adventure to adventure. From lost cities to mystical temples, his nose for treasure-seeking led him to places most university professors could only read about on maps, and his reputation began to grow. Naturally, to Ezreal's mind, these tales rarely conveyed the true scope and scale of his exploits. But they did give him an idea. If he could make a name for himself as the greater adventurer in the world, then his parents would surely return and seek him out in person. From the untamed borders of Noxus and Demacia to the seedy depths of Zaun and the frozen wilderness of the Freylord, Ezreal chases fame and glory, uncovering long-lost artifacts and solving the riddles of history. While some may dispute the details of his anecdotes or call his methods into question, he never answers his critics. After all, they're clearly just jealous. Okay, this is really interesting. Fun fact, I actually was thinking of when I'm done with university right now, I'm currently doing design and stuff, so I actually was thinking about what to do after, you know, and one of my options were to actually study archaeology, like further studies, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I'm sick of school. He looks good though, right? He's attractive. Let's see. Okay, this is a short story. That's the gauntlet, I'm guessing. There's another person here. He is such a... I don't know how to describe him. He looks so normal. I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know, but compared to everyone I've seen so far, he looks pretty normal. Actually, to be honest, Jace looks pretty normal too, so... Alright, ooh, he has 3 short stories. Interesting. I can't wait till we get to the short stories. I'm really interested in, like, reading all of them. He just looks like he's just, like, really naughty. No? Okay, so, like, Aphelios, I had to look up his, like, game info because they didn't have it on the page. I just really want to see, like, more of his art works. Nottingham Ezreal. Whoa, he's giving Link. He looks like an elf here. Ooh. Oh. Why does he looks like another character from something else, not League. I feel like I've seen a character who dresses like this. Maybe I'm like misremembering, but I swear I've seen a character who looks like this. He's good looking. He's good looking. I'm not gonna lie, he's giving Cloud from Final Fantasy here. It's mainly to do with the hair. Everything else is different, obviously. I really like this design though. I really love the blue. Ooh. Now wait a minute. He looks pretty here. I think my favorites have to be this one, and this one. Like the green looks so good on him. No? His green hair looks so good. But this one is so gorgeous. I think I've seen a splash art video of this particular art. I have some videos, I think. Oh my god, he's gorgeous. Oh my god, wait, he's gorgeous. Guys, why is he giving Jack Frost? Oh shit. Ooh, hello. Oh my god, he's a cat boy. Oh my god, he's so pretty. Okay, that was he's very gorgeous. And he's a cat boy too, yeah. Cat boys are my weakness. He's gorgeous. Ugh. He's gorgeous. Let's check out his skin spotlight just to hear how he sounds like. You know, actually, wait. Okay, I have two videos for his voice. No, actually, wait. This one is like focusing on his voice.
Whoa! Professor Graves blew them away like it was nothing! Wow, Jace is so strong! One day, I know I'll catch up to him. I knew Lux used the power of light, but that was unbelievable!
He's giving anime is an important part of our culture.
I hope this works!
He sounds like he sounds like Yuri Lowenthal here. Let me check out the Heartsteel one. That is so cool. Ooh.
I'm not even breaking a sweat.
I really love his voice. It fits very well with his look. Next we have Kayn. He looks menacing, but he looks good. The Shadow Reaper. Okay, he's a Darkin. His region is Ionia, which I know of Ionia. I've watched a cinematic of Ionia, I think. See his biography. Okay, this one is also pretty short. Okay. Noxian by birth, Sheila Kayn and others like him were conscripted as child soldiers, a cruel practice employed by only the most devious commanders in Boram Darkwill's empire. Who the hell is Boram Darkwill? Following the disastrous battle at the Placidium of Navori, I'm getting all these terms, bro. I feel like I gotta write them down. Like, I don't know who Boram is. I don't know what the Placidium of Navari is. Ionian compassion was a weakness to be exploited. Their warriors would hesitate before striking down a supposed innocent. Thus barely able to lift the blade he had been given, Kayn's first day in battle was also expected to be his last. Striking against the province of Barl, Noxian forces landed at the mouth of the Ipul River. I feel, actually, you know what? Because there's so many locations, let me see if I can find like a Necrit video that explains his biography. Alright, Necrit's video is only 30 minutes long, so it's not too long. So let's just check this out.
Just keep in mind that the history of the Darkin is still on its way, so more stories are coming. But for now, let's have a look at the story of Kayn. Born in Noxus, Kayn and the others like him were raised to be child soldiers, a cruel practice employed only by the most devious commanders of the Empire. Ionian compassion was a weakness to be exploited. Their warriors would hesitate before striking down a supposed innocent. Even though he was barely able to lift the blade he had been given, Kayn's first day in the battle was also expected to be his last. The Noxian forces landed in the mouth of the Ipul River. Kayn and the others hesitated, facing disorganized bands of locals defending their homes from these returning invaders. While his young comrades were cut down or fled the battlefield, Kayn showed no fear. He dropped his heavy sword and snatched up a fallen sickle, turning to face the shocked Ionians as the Noxian regulars swept in from the flank. The carnage was staggering. Farmers, hunters, and even a handful of Vastaya, all were butchered without ceremony. 2 days later, after word had spread through the southern territories, the Order of Shadow came upon the horrific scene. Their leader Sett knew this area had no tactical significance. This
I know of Zed. I know him. I've seen a cinematic with him, if I'm not mistaken.
was intended to be a message. Noxus would show no mercy. A flickering glint of steel caught his eye. A child not older than 10 was laying in the mud, leveling his broken sickle at the master assassin, bloody knuckles straining white. The boy's eyes showed pain unbearable at his age, yet still burned with the fury of a hardened warrior. His tenacity was something that could not be taught. Sett saw in this child, this abandoned Noxian survivor, a weapon that could be turned against those who had sent him here to die. The assassin held out his hand and welcomed Kayn into the Order of the Shadow.
I see.
Everyone spent years training with a single weapon of their choosing, but Kayn mastered them all. To him, they were mere tools, and he was the weapon. Armor he viewed as a burden, instead cloaking himself in shadows and slaying enemies with quickness and stealth. These swift executions instilled fear in the hearts of those fortunate enough to be spared. And as Kayn's legend grew, so did his arrogance. One day, his power would eclipse even that of Sett himself. This hubris led Kayn to embrace his final test, to seek out a darkened weapon recently unearthed in Noxus, and prevent it being used against the wary defenders of Ionia. He accepted without hesitation, never questioning why he had been chosen for the task. Indeed, where any other acolyte would have destroyed the living scythe known as Rast, Kayn took it for himself. The corruption took hold the moment his fingers closed around the weapon, locking them both in a fateful struggle. Rast has long awaited the perfect host in order to join its darkened brethren and lay waste to the world. But Kayn will not be easily dominated. He returns to Ionia in triumph, convinced that Sett will name him the new leader of the Order of the Shadow.
Okay, the video was going a bit more into the Blade of Millennia, and that's a short story. So I'm gonna check out the short story obviously in another video. So let's continue with looking at more stuff of his. I really like this art though. Ooh. Ooh. I like this one. I guess I just like the white hair. Interesting. They all have different art. I just realized for Heartsteel, because like Aphelios had a loon in his, and then Ezreal was the one in front, and now we have Kayn in front here with I'm guessing it's Rast. Interesting. I just realized Sett doing the peace sign. Cute. I do have videos. Let's check this out. This is the champion teaser for Kayn.
Which path shall we take?
Ooh.
I will decide the way.
We shall see.
Why? He has a really attractive voice.
I will decide the way.
Okay. Let's check out more of his voice then. Okay, wait. This one is his Heartsteel lines.
You planning on streaming this or something, Ez? KDA? I'll show them what I'm made of.
Take off your shirt, Kayn!
I am not taking off my shirt!
Do it!
Stop!
Take off your shirt, Kayn!
It is off! Are you happy? Another day, another slay.
Oh! Oh my god.
Mic drop. Your sound is stale. Get off the stage. Wannabe. People say I'm toxic. I'm not. They just suck.
Losers and has-beens.
Play the industry or it plays you.
Real. I really like his Heartsteel voice.
The child is gone. The killer will remain.
I will survive eternity. They will die today. Don't wait. Slay! Again!
Yes!
Again!
Yes!
Again!
Yes!
They are worthy.
To die?
He's very attractive. Okay, that was Kayn. Very interesting, very attractive, very hot, very, yeah, very alluring. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick break here and continue with the next Heartsteel member. Alright, next we have Cassante, the pride of Nazuma. He's a tank, okay? I mean, look at him. Oh, his region is Shurima. Interesting. Alright, let's check out his biography. This is a long one, but you know what? It's okay. We just gotta lock in and immerse ourselves real quick. Okay, let's go. K'Sante grew up immersed in his homeland's history. At dinner, his father told tales of their ancestors who used bravery and strength to resist tyranny of the Ascendant. His mother recounted the fearsome beasts these Nazuman founders slayed as they traversed south through Shurima, eventually discovering an area rich in the rarest of desert treasures. Roaring waterfalls, forested cliffs, and plentiful fauna. Far from the reach of the prideful Ascendant, this was where the Free Republic of Nazuma laid its roots. K'Sante absorbed every word, vowing to become Nazuma's greatest warrior hunter, one who could live up to the heroes from these stories and lead his people for generations to come. For 2 decades, K'Sante trained under various martial teachers. However, it was his parents who taught him to respect Nazuma's enemies. Ruthless predators and imperialist warlords who coveted the city-states' resources. During his training, K'Sante studied with Nazuman scholars, learning how the materials root from formidable marks were used to craft advanced weaponry and infrastructure that enabled their homeland to thrive for 5 centuries. On his early hunts, K'Sante forged many friendships, but his closest was with a young man from Marromark named Taupe. Where K'Sante was a blazing force in close combat, Taupe specialized in ranged assault. Their chemistry was unmatched as they bested rock bear herds, Shakal raiding parties, and even Zursai? Zursai stampedes. And as their teamwork grew stronger, so too did their bond. Ooh, I see. One starlit evening, K'Sante confessed to Taupe, admitting his feelings went beyond camaraderie. When he learned that Taupe felt the same way, the two lovingly embraced and shared their first kiss together. Together in that moment under the stars, all seemed right. But all was not. I did not expect him to be part of the LGBT. I don't know why I said it like that. I too am part of the LGBT. 2 ascended, Emperor Azir and Magus Zareth. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. Like, I assume it's Zareth. Let me start again. 2 ascended, Emperor Azir and Magus Zareth ravaged the continent in a war for dominance over Shurima, both deploying monstrous abominations among their forces. Nazuman scouts soon sighted one such creature, a colossal predator shaped like a lion and a cobra that had wandered astray and was now terrorizing the nearby savannah. When the city-states leaders asked who could quell the beast, K'Sante and Taupe pledged their might. On their first attempt, the beast deflected their every attack with powers neither man had seen before. The men failed to draw blood and were forced to flee from the Cobra Lion's lair with empty hands, leaving it to run wild. And so they tried again and again. K'Sante's frustration burned. To become Nazuma's greatest, he had to slay this beast. Nothing else mattered. He trained dawn to dusk, convinced Taupe would understand. Taupe, meanwhile, studied the beast. He presented K'Sante with strategies, watching his partner nod along in between assaults on their countless practice dummies. Quietly, Taupe questioned if the two of them were strong enough. Their biggest success was an encounter where they managed to claim a piece of Cobra Lion's armor. Taupe hailed this as progress and thought that if they sought more help, they could make even more headway. But K'Sante seethed. He'd begun to see the Cobra Lion as his undertaking alone, and anything short of slaying the beast was a failure. The heroes he idolized when growing up never failed in battle, so K'Sante couldn't either, especially not by accepting more support in what he had become his battle to prove himself. He tried Taupe's ideas, which weren't working, and now Taupe believed they weren't strong enough. K'Sante wouldn't accept it. He began to wonder if Taupe was holding him back, and soon dismissed Taupe's strategies as futile. No! Don't hurt him like that. Hurt. Taupe insisted that tactless trading was no better. K'Sante's once admirable determination had turned into a self-serving, single-minded drive. Damn. K'Sante, get your shit together. As your pain and anger flared, further encounters with the Cobra Lion resulted in further infighting, and the words they exchanged became fewer and fewer until there were none at all. Finally, it seemed that the only thing they could agree on was to go their separate ways. Girl, Cassante, you are messing all of this up. Over the next year, Cassante kept training, stubborn and alone. His progress was measurable, but progress wasn't victory. He eventually had the crushing realization that strength alone could not fell the creature. He needed help. Cassante gathered the courage to visit Taupe's home, only to learn his former partner had returned to Merrimark. He was instead greeted by Taupe's aunt. On Cassante's way out, she handed him Taupe's journal, explaining that her nephew had left it to assist Cassante in his fight against his greatest monster. Cassante pored over Taupe's journal. Gradually, he noticed the patterns in their mistakes, and when he arrived at the Cobra Lion's notes, Cassante was stunned. Taupe claimed that the beast was a Bakai? A failed ascended being. He theorized that Xerath, known for his vile misuse of magic, had forced Shuriam and Fauna to fuse via the Ascension ritual. Cassante read the journal from front to back, discovering Taupe's theories about how to slay the Bakai. I'm just gonna call it the Bakai. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. So many ideas Cassante had never considered himself, and by that evening, he'd formulated a plan to practice Taupe's methods on lesser monsters. As his skills grew, Cassante recalled his parents' teachings, realizing pride had led him astray. Truthfully, Cassante had respected his foe more than his partner. Ooh, damn. In time, he accepted his shortcomings and steadily moved on, thankful for what they had shared, but also grateful to walk his own path with a newfound perspective. Beneath a scarlet sky, Cassante approached the Cobra Lion once more. He calculated every maneuver, dodging when the beast struck, and striking when the beast slipped. Sunrise became sundown, his weapons were shattered, and his body bloodied, but his spirit was unyielding. When the creature tied at long last, Cassante found his opportunity. Inspired by Taupe's theories, and cornered his foe against an Azuman waterfall, where the natural waters weakened the Cobra Lion's armor, allowing Cassante to finally land a fatal blow. Exhausted, Cassante stood tall, proud not of what he had accomplished, but of the journey he had taken. Cassante was celebrated by Nezuma upon his return. Following tradition, he donated the creature's body to the scholars for study, keeping only a couple slabs of its armor to refine the design of his signature how do you pronounce this word? Something weapons. They were now engineered to retain the armor's regenerative properties, so that when their heavy outer layer shattered, Cassante could still wield them as sharp blades until they reformed. For finishing detail, he carved onto each entovo. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna assume it's entofo, but I could be wrong. For a finishing detail, he carved onto each entofo something Taupe had drawn within his journal, a symbol representing the Cobra Lion. Though their time together had ended, Cassante knew his success was not achieved alone. Today, Cassante is hailed as the pride of Nezuma, but if he is ever to become its greatest leader, he's learned he must never again let ego cloud his judgment. His home's future, with the ascendant threat looming, is uncertain, but Cassante knows that should Azir or Xerath dare march southward, he stands ready to fight! Fight, fight, fight! That was a very cool read. It sucks that he and Taupe, didn't get together at the end, but you know what? It do be like that sometimes. Is that Taupe? Cassante is a good-looking man, though, right? Oh, is that Taupe? Interesting. Whoa, the color in this is crazy. Wow. He looks cool. Honestly, I think his original skin looks really nice, like the artwork. But this one is really nice too. But I think I like this one the best. I do have videos. I have this. It's called The Hunter's Pride, Cassante Champion Teaser. So let's check it out.
Another dawn. brings a new day to continue the hunt. My ancestors built Nazuma, away from the Ascended and other would-be rulers. But monsters come in all shapes and sizes. I, Cassante, stand between them and my people. To the end.
Okay. Oh. Whoa. His champion teaser, and I love the glow. I love the pink and gold glow. Wait, how do you pronounce Taupe's name? Is it Taupe or Taupe? Taupe? Taupe. There's more videos. Ooh, I have this one, which is a Cassante cinematic. Ooh.
Of a young hunter and his greatest battle.
I love the art style in this one.
Together, the hunter and his love, the archer, defended their homes from the monsters that threatened it. With his Entofos in hand and his love by his side, the hunter felt invincible. But there were times, many times, when the archer urged the hunter to temper his skill with strategy. Unfortunately, the young hunter couldn't see that there is no monster greater than pride. And so, the archer
Whoa.
adventures, but he left behind one final gift. The hunter could finally see his monster. Arrogance. The archer had been right.
The Cobra Lion looks so cool though. Wow.
His pride had torn them apart, but they finished the hunt together.
Damn.
And that is how the young hunter defeated his greatest monster.
I like how that was just basically summarizing what I just read. So, okay, I have this one called Glow Up. It's a skin trailer. Okay, it's the trailer for the one that I like. Ooh. It's so pretty. Yeah, I was gonna say, in the description it says that Cassante designed in collaboration with Lil Nas X. Pretty cool, very pretty. I love the purple. Okay, let's check out how he sounds like. I mean, we already know how he sounds like, but I just wanna know what else he says.
Hello, colonizer. How do you wish to die today?
Ooh, His encounter with Swain. I know who Swain is. I just forgot how he looks like.
It seems I am built different. When one hunt ends,
He is
another
built
begins.
different. Okay, that was Cassante. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I kind of want to see a splash art if there is. I just kind of wanted to look at this for a bit just to see because I love stuff like this. So watching videos like this really makes me inspired to render like this. Because like I said in my previous video, I cannot render for shit. It's so gorgeous. Like, even stuff like this, I really want to learn properly how to like understand light. Because you think, you look at it and then you know, but then you really don't know when you actually like try to accomplish the lighting and stuff. Alright, that was Cassante, and let's move on to Sett. Look at this man. The sexy man. Look at him looking at you like that. Like, okay. His related champions are Alistar and Draven. He's the boss. Okay. Slay. Being the boss is a lot better than not being the boss. You know it's cold outside when you go outside and it's cold. Yeah. Oh, he's from Ionia. Well, he resides in Ionia. Though now a powerful player in Ionia's flourishing criminal underworld, Sett had humble origins. Born from an Ionian Vastaya and a Noxian human, the half-beast child was an outcast from the start. His birth appalled his mother's Vastayan community, which expelled the family for violating its tribal norms. The humans of Ionia were no more accepting of the taboo union, though Sett's father's infamy as a local pit fighter usually kept them from voicing their disapproval. What little security the family enjoyed vanished the day Sett's father disappeared. All of a sudden, those who had bitten their tongues at the sight of young Sett felt free to express their contempt. The boy was bewildered, wondering where his father had gone and why trouble suddenly seemed to be following him. That's gotta suck. Sett grew up quickly, becoming calloused in the face of the taunts and threats he endured, and before long, he began using his fists to silence the insults. When news of his fights reached his mother, she made him swear not to go near the Noxian pits, where his father had fought. But the more Sett fought, the more he thought of his father. Longing to find the man he only vaguely remembered, Sett snuck away to the pit late one night, after his mother had gone to bed. Immediately, he was enthralled by the spectacle. Scores of Noxian soldiers, fresh to the shores of Ionia, roared with bloodlust from the stands around him. Down in the center of the arena, fighters from all backgrounds and martial disciplines clashed in gruesome duels with a variety of weapons. The winners handsomely paid in Noxian coin. When the event was over, Sett inquired about his father and learned a hard truth. His father had bought out his contract and left to tour more profitable pits abroad. He had deserted his family to seek fortune on the other side of the world. Oh, fuck you, father. Fuck you. Burning with rage, Sett asked the arena's matchmaker for a fight, hoping that somehow his father would return from his tour and be the opponent standing across the pit from him. The matchmaker assigned the boy a fight on the next card, figuring he would be easy fodder for one of his star combatants. Sett would prove him wrong. From the moment he threw his first punch, the Beast Boy bastard was a pit fighting sensation. Though Sett had no formal martial arts training, his primal strength and ferocity more than compensated, and he leveled his more technically sound opponents like a battering ram. Never abandoning hope that he might one day fight his father, he soon became the undisputed king of the pit, with a swollen collar of prize money and a trail of broken opponents to his name. Night after night, Sett brought money and comforts to his mother, always lying about how he had acquired them. It warmed his calloused heart to see her so proud of his success, no longer forced to toil at menial jobs. Still, Sett couldn't help but feel he could do better. Being the king of the pit was good, but being the person who owned the pit, that was where the real money was. Late one night, after defending his title in front of a record-breaking crowd, Sett presented his new demands to the Noxian matchmaker and his cronies. He suggested they grant him control of the arena and its revenue. When they refused, Sett barred the doors. Minutes later, the doors reopened, and the Noxians emerged, badly maimed, with a message on their bloodied lips. The half-beast was the new boss. Okay, sir. With the promoters out of the picture, Sett took control of the pit he once fought in. Ionians, who had only recently been conditioned for war, flocked to the arena, paying to satisfy an urge they only now knew they possessed. Sett took full advantage of their newfound bloodlust, accumulating wealth and power beyond his wildest boyhood dreams, as he transformed the pit into a hub of an underground empire of gambling and vice. The half-beast who reigned supreme in the pit now runs his illicit enterprises with the same iron fist. Anytime someone challenges his authority, he personally reminds them where they stand. Every punch Sett throws is a blow to his old life of poverty and ostracism, and he intends to make sure that old life stays down. Okay, he's the boss. No, boss. No, jiggy player. This photo, man. The way he's looking at us. I want him. Hi. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, he looks gorgeous in this. He looks like... Who's the anime character with dog ears? Yes, I'm thinking of Inuyasha. That's who I'm thinking of. Ooh. Ooh, he looks... Ooh, this looks... Ooh. The blonde. Yeah, I'm a fan of the blonde. Okay, I think this is my favorite. The blonde is doing it for me. Let's listen to his champion theme. Okay. Ew. Why does this go so hard? I like this one. How do I be her? How can I be her? Okay.
Hey, listen. My mama don't need to know about any of this. Okay? Love you, Ma. See you tomorrow. Mwah.
Aww. That was
See you
cute.
tomorrow. Mwah.
That was cute. Oh, the daddy issues. Alright, that was Sett. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and then we'll get to Yone. Hello. Okay, so I am in my bed. I know at the beginning of the video I said I would put Yasuo in this at the end, but I think I'll begin the next video with Yasuo. So there's gonna be no Yasuo, just Yone. So Yone, the unforgotten. They look at me and see only the mask. I look at them and see only their fears. Let's read his biography. This is gonna be like, I'm trying so hard not to like make really loud noises because it is almost 2 in the morning and I don't want to be inconsiderate of my neighbors. So it's gonna be like an ASMR section. Now obviously I am a bit familiar with Yone, just because I've seen his cinematics and stuff. So alright, let's go. In life, Yone adhered to a strict code of honor and duty. Even as a child, his love for his family led him to assume the mantle of protector, motivated in no small way by the loss of his father. This was in stark contrast to his half-brother, Yasuo, who was brash and reckless where Yone was patient and disciplined. Oh, okay, I did not know they were half-brothers. Still, the two were inseparable, and when Yone began his studies at the renowned sword school near their village, Yasuo followed, As they trained, Yone was often forced to temper his younger brother's impulsiveness. However, when Yasuo refused the personal tutelage of Elder Soma, master of the legendary wind technique, Yone gifted him a maple seed, a symbol of humility as a sign of support and encouragement. Also, I'm having a bit of a trouble reading because my laptop screen is actually cracked. So, sorry. Yone was proud of his brother, but he had doubts about the wise master's judgment, fearing that Yasuo's impulsive nature would make him a poor student. But Elder Soma was well respected and did not make careless decisions. Putting his concerns aside, Yone continued to practice his dual blades, his prowess quickly earning the respect and admiration of his fellow disciples. Though Yone's skill was unmatched, Yasuo's use of the wind technique made their sparring sessions a sight to behold and a joy to the brothers themselves. But that joy did not last long. War came to Ionia. Yone, along with many other disciples, left to defend against the approaching Noxian forces, while Yasuo reluctantly stayed behind to protect his master. But one fateful night, Elder Soma was discovered dead, slain by the very wind technique that he taught. When Yone returned, he found that Yasuo had fled. This shook Yone to his core. His fears were proven true. Elder Soma had been wrong. Yone blamed himself. If Yasuo had murdered Soma, Yone had failed to teach him the righteous path. If Yasuo had simply abandoned his post and allowed his master to die, then Yone had failed to instill him with discipline. Either way, Yasuo had already killed several of those who pursued him, and to Yone, their blood stained his own hands as much as his brother's. He tracked Yasuo down. When their swords finally crossed, Yone's steel was unmatched, but Yasuo's mastery of the wind cut his brother down. Death, however, was not the end. When Yone awoke within the spirit realm, the weight of his failure crushed him. His fury flared, and he pounded his fist on the ground in rage. A rumbling laugh pierced his thoughts. He turned and beheld a monstrous humanoid spirit with a blood-red blade. It was a powerful Azakana? A predatory entity that had long stalked Yone from beyond the veil. Before Yone could speak, it struck. He drew the spiritual echoes of his blades to his side just in time to block the attack. He once again found himself in a duel where his swordsmanship was unparalleled, but he was overwhelmed by magic. Anger consumed him. A lifetime of honor and duty snapped. In one furious moment, Yone wrestled the Azakana's blade from it and ran the creature through. The last thing he heard before a new darkness took him was the same rumbling laughter. As he came to, Yone found himself back in the material realm, though it was a grim shadow of what it had been. He struggled to his feet, the spirit realm hazy in his mind, and a blood-red sword in his hand. Upon his head, a mask had coalesced in the form of the Azakana's face. He could not remove it, but he could now see other Azakana through its eyes. They were not yet true demons, content to feed on negativity before eventually manifesting to devour their hosts. But, as Yone would discover, if an Azakana's name was learned, they could be reduced to inert masks of personified emotion. Even so, he could not tell if or when the Azakana he wore would reawaken to consume him. In life, Yone had worn the mask of protector, brother, and disciple for so long that it had become his identity. But now, in moments of stillness, he swears he can feel the mask shifting upon his face. His own past and unresolved conflict with Yasuo, now paling in comparison to his new threat. Yone hunts these insidious creatures in an attempt to understand what he has become, with each name bringing him a step closer to uncovering that of the one whose laughter still haunts him. Nothing else matters. There is only the chase of truth. So obviously, because I've seen his cinematic and everything, I can kind of picture what's going on in my head, you know? So it's all like slowly coming back to me. Look at him, sexy man. So many sexy people, I swear. He's gorgeous. Ooh, pink hair. Ooh, whoa. This one kind of rocks. Whoa. He is really attractive. I am very weak to cowboys. So this is this, wow. Whoa. Look at that. What the fuck? What is going on here? You know what? I think this is my favorite. The cowboy hat is really doing it for me. Okay guys, that was my part 2 of my League of Legends journey. I know Yone's part was a bit short, mainly because I already am aware of who he is and I know a bit of his, you know, story and everything. And next video I'll be starting off with Yasuo, just to kind of follow up with Yone. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a much longer video than the first one, I think. I hope it was fun. If I'm gonna pick a bias in Heartsteel, who am I going to pick? I don't really know, to be honest. I feel like, who is my bias? Wow, this is really, who's my favorite? This is really hard to like choose. It's okay, maybe I have to pick between Aphelios or Kayn. Maybe. I don't know, you guys let me know which one, which Heartsteel member is your favorite. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, follow my Twitch, my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in whichever video you watch of mine. Bye!